Untouchable souls, living life on the edge, no regrets, no control.
Hello and welcome back to our show. We are Soulmates Twinflames Tarot, and my name is Sophia. I'm here with Sarah.
Hello.
Hello. So today we're going to talk about when your twin flame is dating someone else or in another relationship, what do you do? Well, twin flames can meet when one or both of them is in another relationship. Now, just because you or your twin flame are in other relationships, it doesn't make them a false twin flame. The twin flame journey is not an easy one.
Mm-hmm. And quite often a third party can come into the mix during, say, a separation phase. This scenario is most present when a twin flame runner makes the mistake of running from their twin flame straight into a new relationship. These are usually karmic relationships that they run into and just cause more drama and delays in the couple reuniting. It just wastes a ton of time, and it just gives everybody like more heartache and heartbreak, and it's just, it's a really bad choice. Now, they ran from you to someone else to distance themselves from your connection. It doesn't work. They want to look like they've moved on from your relationship, and then they get like a really stupid idea, like, let's get involved with someone else really quick. It's horrible. They feel safer with this new person than they do with you because there is no intense emotions that they feel for this other person. No strong connection is there.
And in truth, they're not really emotionally available to this new person anyway. The new person is way more into them.
Oh, yeah.
Way. When your twin flame runner has been questioning and trying to disprove your connection, chances are you may do so too. You wonder how they could move on so fast if the two of you are really spiritually connected. Sadly, right now, they're not ready to deal with you or your connection. You are going to feel hurt and angry, but you have to let them go for now. Don't look for intel on your twin and their new relationship. Instead, focus on your spiritual journey for now. And hopefully, it won't take long for your twin flame to come to their senses and come back to you.
Mm-hmm. Now, keep in mind, their new person will intuitively be threatened by you. And in many cases, hate you. They just know that there was something between you and your twin that is not present between the two of them. That is why they really try to move the relationship with your twin forward really quickly. They want to meet your twin's family and friends right away, and they want to introduce theirs to your twin flame as well. It's best not to get caught up in it, and do not try to engage with either of them, as this can only make things worse and make it take a hell of a lot longer. At this point, you may not know what to do. The universe will send you signs and signals, if you ask them, and will reveal the truth to you as to what's really going on with your twin flame. If you ask, you may wind up thinking about your twin flame constantly and may be bombarded with signs that make you think of them. This is not the universe trying to drive you crazy. This is them letting you know that your twin is obsessively thinking about you and seeing reminders of you. Because we hear that from clients like all the time. Their twin went and did something stupid and is now, with somebody else, or returned to their ex who was a monster or whatever. And they contact us and they're like, oh my God, all I'm seeing is the vehicle that they drove. All I'm hearing is, their name. I keep seeing, our number together or our song together. And they're like, why is the universe torturing me? And it's like, they're not trying to torture you. What they're letting you know is that, number one, the connection is still there.
Yep.
Number two, to have hope, not give up. And number three, that those signs that you're seeing, now your twin may be seeing the same thing, hearing your song all the time, hearing your name, blah, 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 blah. But a lot of what it is that They're either going to be reflecting on memories of your relationship together, things that remind them of you, missing you. And even if the person that they're with is like doing something or saying something like annoying or obnoxious or, whatever, they're thinking in their head, like, their twin didn't do this. Like, you didn't make them feel like that. You wouldn't say something that stupid. You weren't that annoying. So take the signs for what they are. They're not trying to drive you crazy.
They're really not. They're trying to validate you and validate your connection.
Thank you.
Now for a different scenario. What if you first meet your twin flame and they or you are already in a relationship? Well, twin flames often meet for the first time when they are in other relationships. It's actually a very common occurrence. Sometimes they are just meant to meet, but not get involved in a relationship just yet. In other circumstances, the twin flames meet at a time where their prior relationships have run their course, even though they have not ended them yet. So the twin flame couple can choose to separate until they're both single, or some can choose to enter into an affair. Others just keep things platonic while they are with the other people. It's really up to the couple and the choices that they make, what they do after their first meeting.
If they separate because the time for a relationship is not right, they never seem to forget one another. Despite months, years, sometimes even decades, they find themselves always wondering, I wonder what happened to them. You would be shocked how many of them reunite later on down the road, and they always seem to have that conversation where it's like, and they validate to each other, like, I never forgot about you. I thought about you over the years, things like that. And the ones that, stay platonic, same thing. As for the ones entering into an affair, these affairs often enable the twin to stay in the relationship with the other person longer. So, there's nothing wrong with giving them a reasonable, amount of time to end that other relationship. Because especially if it's like a marriage or, where they're living with a person, you can't just go, boo, and end it. Sometimes they're in businesses together. It's a lot to do. Give them a reasonable amount of time to end their other relationship. But just don't let it drag out indefinitely.
True. It's tough. It's really tough when your twin flame is dating or in another relationship. It is a tough part of the twin flame journey, probably one of the toughest parts of the twin flame journey. But if you continue to take steps on your spiritual path, you will know how to handle your twin flame when they return. And I think that's about it. That's all we have for today, unless you have something else, Sarah.
Well, with this one, this is so common and it happens so often. You know what I'm saying? And we've covered like the basics of it, what I'm saying? But for each couple, again, what I'm saying, it is, really different, what I'm saying, of how to handle what they should do. But what I have found that I've had to kind of advise with what comes out a lot of times in readings is that the person in particular, the one who's not in a relationship, I'm saying, in dealing with a twin that's in another relationship, they know what they should do, okay? But it's their connection to their twin that kind of clouds their judgment. And quite often, the choice that they make is not something that they would do for anybody else, what I'm saying? But they make an exception for their twin flame. And if you find yourself doing that, try to take a step back from it and look at what is motivating you to do that. If it's fear-based, I'm saying, then you're making the wrong choice. Do what you know is right. Do what is true to your spiritual path. And what, boundaries and, dignity and all of that, the levels that you kept up there, keep them up there. Don't lower them.
Right. So if you guys have any questions or if you have any suggestions of a topic for a podcast or a video, please leave it in our comments section, because we love to hear from you guys, and we do read every single comment that you put out there, and we answer them as well. You can find Sarah and myself on soulmatetwinflamegurus.com, and there's links to all of our social media there, as well as links to our YouTube channel. And you can arrange for a psychic reading with either Sarah or myself on Soulmate Twin Flame Gurus as well. And we want to thank you guys for listening. And if you've been through a situation like this, or you're currently in a situation like this, please feel free to leave a comment as well to let others know how you handled it, as it could be a great help to someone else that's currently going through this. And thanks so much for listening, guys. And please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Do you have anything else, Sarah?
No, bye.
Okay, bye, guys. Thank you.